I love this. They're going to play through sides.
And one of the big things here as well is there's been some questions about, does Hans Sammer play the Majors bot? He's locked in a Syndra here. He's clearly feeling confident enough to come in here at EWC.
Might be trying to play patient, protect Syndra while they're getting this up. Caps, though, making a play.
Does go looking. Scumon's around. Has got that ability to call up the hounds if required. Tatu and Jojo in, though! Hook, shot, and sinker!
That's it. FURIA showed up. They brought more men. They got there quicker, and they take... Caps is doing everything he can to get away. But look at Toots. He's got very little damage, so had to call in the reinforcements. FURIA.
Whoa!
Oh!
Labrov's gone! IU picks it up. We come out of the replay into violence of FURIA here. Found themselves those 2 kills there. The team with the Lee Sin to go with that important spot. And they're about to find Labrov again, who's in a potentially tricky spot. Gets the Eclipse down, hit by that deadly flourish. Hands coming on over, can look for a scout of the week as Scumon goes in. The Hounds pursuit the call of the pack. And they're calling up an ambulance. It's just not for them. They'll head towards the grubs.
Labrov goes in, and we're thinking, oh, Labrov, but he tanked it so beautifully. He gets hit. Oh.
Scumon gets another one of those R buttons, goes on to Guigo. In comes the hero's entrance and Toots. Unfortunately, the villain in this equation, as the curtains are called, and unfortunately, no one's there to bow.
The heroic entrance from Caps, the hero of G2. But now, though, it's about priority. As Tatu has started up the strike, G2, though, responding.
And Tatu goes, maybe I don't. Maybe I get out of here. About to face check Labrov there, that will hit with a shield, which I feel is a little unfair. Lee Sin's just got some fists. Gonna get hit by the Zenith blade as well. This gets a bit spicy. The kick away. Labrov now put in a tricky position. It's tanky enough for now, but in comes Toots. Shuriken flip, stunned up, hook shot, not there. The shield to Durand and Scumon hops out. A couple summoners, but
overcommitted. Oh, broken blade.
Good chunk there onto Guigo. Now back down into the hyper. Guigo probably going to need to look to reset here. Does have the teleport. Public execution goes wide. Oh. The hero arrives. Caps gets the taunt. And Ambessa goes dancing around, but that's a Drake out step into a 6-foot hole. An early grave for Guigo.
Well played by BB. I thought he was just going for the turret plates to get some gold, but he was, yeah, so BB and Guigo were just trading as normal. BB trying to get this wave pushed in because he knows Caps is nearby, but back to live, we're fighting again.
Oh boy, I got caught drinking there for a second. My water comes on in as G2 murder the Camille, but it's traded back well enough. The TP's flying. Scumon in danger, flashes away. Guigo with the shield of the repudiate. Shut down. Jin finds himself a curtain call to remember. It's somewhat limited here, unless you manage to get the fight that gives you just numbers advantage to walk at turrets.
Things coming down around this Drake. They're going to contest for this one. Labrov just getting that vision down.
Okay. Damage is there. The Hextech ultimatum. The Solar Flare into a load of ults. Oh my days, the Syndra just presses R and it got Caps with the TP, the shield of Durand. Locks them all in space. Power is unleashed, and G2 find themselves a couple to the goods.
Labrov is starting these fights, and he's taking so much damage, but it buys G2 the time to collapse and take FURIA to the cleaners. It was a clean fight from G2 there, taking 2 of FURIA and buying themselves a priority to get that second Drake of the game, and their stacking is on, and they're 2k up.
And Labrov's now just picked up a Protoplasm Harness as well. The ability to pick a Leona through the Eclipse, through the Aftershock. Eclipse the ability, not the item, just to clarify. They are 2 things. League of Legends and words that are used in multiple places.
We know what we're talking about.
Exactly. Just to clarify, guys. The big shield that Leona puts up, alongside that Protoplasm Harness, killing this Leona off first, I think might be an exercise in madness.
And almost an exercise in futility as well. Labrov, yes, 0, 2, and 5.
Backing away as the Hyperprocs begin to mount that boomerang, just a touch short there. Turret number 1 falls for G2, and that gold lead begins to balloon to a notable margin. Yeah,
the first turret going down at 1836 is fairly slow by today's standards, but I just want to point out as well, Labrov is a level up and a completed item up as well over Jojo.
He is. He's in a really good spot there. Got a little nervous with Scumon hanging around at that blue buff, just hopping over with the Eviscerate, but just some trading. I think the team more manageable. Broken Blade hasn't left. The public execution is a very public whiff. And Broken Blade breaks the ankles of Guigo.
He's doing it all. Tatu clearing his camps out. The Baron is now up at the 20-minute mark, and the third Drake of the game, another 2 minutes, but the Rift Herald.
Charge. Lands, and it's gone. And now suddenly all those outer turrets are gone, and the gold really has gotten to a difficult position. 5,000 gold.
FURIA are still very much in this. They can compete with G2 here. However, G2, they have the aggression, they have the priority.
Labrov went looking there, but over the wall went Tatu. Now the curtains get caught. Handsama getting tagged by some of those bullets, but Labrov still about alive. Tatu gets taken by the bleed. The Darkin daggers a little too poisonous. Tuts potentially in danger of the shielded round, just about able to escape there on the Akali.
How does Labrov keep living? He tanks so many shots, he takes so much damage, and it prevents it from going on to Handsama. He protects the AP carry of G2 so well. This bot lane, they are synergized, and with the priority off of that fight, they're able to turn it into that Baron because there is no jungler alive.
I feel like heroes learning to run away is an important part of the medium.
Strategic, what is a strategic return, something like that.
Strategic retreat, that's the one.
As we do see, Skumon is on the third Drake of the game. Again, we call it's slow Drakes, but this will get their stacking. It is an Infernal, and it will be an Infernal Soul, which means extra poke damage.
And what we did see from the likes of BLG at first, Dan, is you can give up some of those dragons if you can kind of do this. Play elsewhere, play for the structures, and maybe, just maybe, a kill or two.
Nasty with it. Labrov kicked that off with a Zenith Blade into the Q, into the Solar Flare, and nothing Jojo could do. But I was saying before, 9 kills. Labrov has been a part of 7 of them. Labrov is everywhere in this game, and he's just surviving. He hasn't died in over 10 minutes.
And again, another one of those players who got a little criticized or questions about him joining G2. He's been having a great old time over the last tournament or so, and continues his MSI form with pretty strong showings here on this Leona.
Tuts was forced to hold out. Skumon's chasing.
Hang on, they're going to get a victory. Oh my god, he's dead! Well, the Dark and Daggers land, and the Akali is dead for rights.
G2, they have a numbers advantage. They're sieging.
They can keep rolling.
Yeah, they've got the Baron buff. They've got 2 waves here with...
Oh, Ayu just flashed under his own turret. That's unfortunate. The nerves perhaps getting to him a little here. 3-0, but I think this might be a tricky old hold. The Nexus turret's under siege. G2, unrelenting. Implacable.
Caps is keeping Guigo away. Has the ult to join the fight if he needs to as well.
Flash behind, the curtain call, just wide. Can't wanted that one. Angelina Jolie will shake her head. They go in, the hero's entrance. And G2, in the heart of Paris, will win their first game at the Esports World Cup 2026.
G2 beat FURIA in the BO1 convincingly. It was close to start, but G2, the veterans, were able to chip away at FURIA